Once upon a time, a poor woodcutter and his wife were walking through the forest. They were both honest and hard-working, but they were very poor. As they walked, suddenly a fairy appeared before them. "Because of your good hearts," she said, "I will grant you 3 wishes." The woodcutter and his wife were overjoyed. They thanked the fairy and hurried home to decide how they should use their wishes. When they reached home, they sat down and talked long and hard about what to wish for. "I think we should wish for something we need," the wife said. "How about good food, so we are never hungry again?" The woodcutter agreed. So he raised his hand and said, "I wish for a large, fresh sausage." Just then, right before their eyes, a big, juicy sausage appeared on the table. They were delighted, could hardly believe their fortune. After they ate the sausage and rested, they began to think about the second wish. But no matter how long they thought about it, they could not decide what was best. At last, in a moment of careless joking, the woodcutter said, "I wish my wife's tongue were stuck to the roof of her mouth." No sooner had the words left his mouth than the wife felt her tongue flatten and stick tightly against the upper roof of her mouth. She tried to speak, but no words came out. The woodcutter was horrified. He tried to laugh it off, but the wife was furious. She cursed and scolded him for his foolish wish. In her anger, she threw the sausage to the floor. The sausage fell, rolled, and dropped out the door into the dirt where it was lost. Now there was no sausage, and there was nothing they could do but try to undo the terrible wish. The woodcutter looked at his wife with fear and worry. He knew that the only way to fix this was to use their third and final wish. With a shaking voice, he said, "I wish my wife's tongue were no longer stuck to the roof of her mouth." Instantly, the wife was able to speak again. Everything was back to normal. They both breathed a sigh of relief. Having learned their lesson, they decided that they must never waste magic again. The 3 wishes had all been used, one to give them something, one wasted in a joke, and one to fix a careless mistake. From that day on, they lived quietly and did not speak of wishes or magic again. Neither wished for gold nor for wealth, for the experience had taught them that quick words can bring great trouble, and that what they already had was enough. And so, the woodcutter and his wife lived out their days in peace, thankful for what they had.